Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. just went viral right now. They had their face-off presser today, and when they both went to do their face-off, Conor Benn actually gets slapped by Chris Eubank Jr., but it was not a regular slap. It was a slap with an egg, and it was unexpected. And this went viral, and the whole boxing world made a video about this already, and it's only been a few hours. I know I'm gonna release this video a little bit later, but I mean, yeah, it just happened a few hours since I'm making this video. Now, I am a big boxing fan, and I've seen all the fights, even the old ones that are like classics like Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, and so on. So I've seen a lot of face-offs and everything, and I've never expected that to happen. Now, me as a boxing fan, I was gonna watch this fight regardless because it is a big fight for the boxing world, but maybe not the casuals, especially here in America, because these fighters are not from America, they're from Europe. Now, I believe that's a hell of a start to start promoting this fight. I believe everybody's gonna be talking about the egg slap, including me, and it's gonna be for a while. I've never seen anything like that. If you've seen Conor Benn's face when he realized that he got slapped with an egg, it was crazy. I was like, man, do not let this guy get his hands on Chris Eubank Jr. If there was no security there, I believe they both would have got down for that type of stuff. Now, I believe the build-up to this fight is gonna be very excellent and exciting. Now, I'm just wondering if this is gonna affect the training that Conor Benn has for Chris Eubank Jr. Will he want to take his head off as soon as he sees him and fight very aggressive and extreme? Now, I'm gonna let my new co-host, Mr. Northpaw TV, come and say a few words. He has been gone for a while, but he wanted to come back to this show, and he has something to say about this.
I have never seen something like that either, Manny. I'm wondering if Conor Benn will change his game plan on how to approach the fight. To me, that is something that is valid for a ass whooping, and if it happened to me, I would have gotten into a street fight right then and there. The whole boxing world is talking about this incident. I believe that is a very insulting thing to do. But fuck it, it's going to sell the fight. Even Eddie Hearn said it was a bitch move, and I never heard Eddie Hearn curse and repeatedly say that it was a bitch move. If I was Conor Benn, I would try to do something back at their next press conference. I would love to report on it now. Back to Manny's Boxing World.
Yes, good point, Northpaw. I wouldn't want them to really face each other next because I really do think that that's gonna kill the fight. They're gonna end up fighting each other, and I am pretty sure that Conor Benn, him being a hothead, he will do something back, maybe even with a closed fist, a real strong punch. Now, a street fight is cool because if they do see each other on their next face-off or the presser, I believe they are gonna fight. So I would not want them to do a face-off again because I really want to watch this fight. But if no one's gonna hold them back, if they do have a street fight, that'll be dope too. Now, I actually seen a street fight with two professional boxers, and they were fighting because they were both in the same gang, and one of them crossed the other name from that gang. Now, that's the best street fight I have ever seen in my life, and I seen a lot of street fights, and there is a difference between two regular guys fighting in the streets and two professional fighters that are fighting in the street. There is a huge difference. That fight was sick. Now, this street fight was a lot better than a lot of the boxing fights in the ring. I cannot explain it. There's no rules in there, but they promised that they wouldn't kick or punch, or do elbows or anything like that. So it was just punches, and it was just amazing. Now, if Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn get in a fight like that, believe me, the whole boxing world is in there for a treat. Man, when I seen Bobby Boy fight my boy, he was an amateur boxer. Man, that fight was like 15 minutes long, and the cops were even enjoying the fight. I seen the cops pull up from half a mile away, and they stopped. They just stopped coming forward, and they were just watching the fight. Now, the closest thing I could tell you how the fight was like, it was more of a street fight, but it was kind of like Manny Pacquiao versus Eric Morales, that they both got down. It was like a 55-45. Of course, Bobby Boy won. He was more seasoned, but they both got down. It was a 55-45 fight. Now, the only reason that the cops stopped the fight because it got to a point that it was really a spectacle. Now, what happened next? All they did was shake hands, they hugged it out, and they both bounced and showed respect. And now they were homies after that. Sometimes you gotta fight your homies. Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson, maybe that will get you guys closer together, because it does sometimes. But guess what, guys? I ain't the biggest, I'm the baddest. And if you wanna hop on your boy, throw $1 at the Super Things. I gotta roll. Peace.
Look up the wall!